You may start whenever.
It was late September 2015, and I was in Mexico City visiting my great grandmother for her birthday, and that day was it was like a Saturday. It was her birthday, and that day my favorite soccer team was also playing that day, and everyone was making a big deal like, oh yeah, just come stay with your grandma, you know, it's her birthday, you shouldn't go to the game, and I really wanted to go, and I never visit Mexico City. And I was like, oh man, it was like the biggest stadium. I really wanted to go. And my great grandmother, like, she was very like considerate and was like telling everyone, oh yeah, go take him to the game. He's gonna have a lot of fun. Just come back and you know, enjoy your time when after the game. And so my uncle decided to take me, and we bought the tickets at the stadium because like it was like all sold out, and it was pretty cheap for like, well, pretty expensive for Mexico, but like cheap over here. It was like $50 each, and I bought tickets for everyone, and we went inside the stadium. It was huge. We were like in the middle section, and on the like, so my team we have red, and our team colors are red, and the other team is yellow, and so when I was there, we were on the opposite side, like on the opposite side. And so we weren't really cheering much. There was a couple of us on our side, and the teams entered the stadium, and we just hear a lot of like booing from like this side and a lot of booing from the other side, and like a lot of cheering, and it was pretty like intense. There was like a cage fence from like the top section and the lower section, cause like that's how crazy the games gets over there. And that day it was raining, so like a lot of people over there, they throw beers. They throw beers like, down to like the lower aisles. So like I couldn't feel any of it, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of beer like landed on top of me. And so the game kept going, and my team scores 2 goals like right off the bat. And so like this side like started dying out. Their cheering started like going less and less, and the other side started cheering like more and more, and you just hear the echoes of the crowd. And eventually the game starts like dying down, like towards the last minute, and the other team scores a goal, and they start cheering more. They get a little bit more hope they can like actually win or like tie the game maybe. And you know, I started like getting all like scared, like because all the people over here like start screaming at us. There was like probably like 10 of us or something, and you know, and they're throwing their beers at us, and yeah, it was pretty intense. And basically like our teams like my team like starts like wasting time until like the last minute, when the game was over, and it was like 2-1 and we already won, and it started getting like really crazy after that, because like, you know, they thought they had a chance. And so my aunt and I decided to like wait a bit till like everyone left the stadium so we could start going. And you know, and we left. When we left, it was still crowded like in the streets, like we couldn't even get a taxi. It took like 50 minutes just to get out of the stadium. And basically like everyone was like just like passing by with their banners, you know, like waving them around like in the streets, just like going crazy. Even the other team was going crazy too, even though they lost, you know. And when we went back to my grandma's house, you know, they were like, oh, how was the game? And I was like, oh, it was amazing, you know, I had a great time. It was raining too, so I came home all like all drenched. And everyone was like, yeah, I could see, you know, it was all, you know, I could see you had fun and stuff like that. And then, you know, all the people there were watching the game on the TV, and they were like, yeah, it was a pretty like awesome game. Like, it's good that you went when your team won, because you know, like if my team would have lost, it would have been like a whole less experience. But like that day was pretty intense, you know. And yeah, so then I told my grandma like I had a good time, you know, and then I spent the whole afternoon with them, you know. We ate like birria and stuff like that, tamales. Yeah, so it was a good time. Thank you.